So before I became a Care Plus franchisee, I'm still an accountant, so I'm a qualified accountant, but in the health industry. So I worked for the hospitals. But I knew there's a big growing market in health sector, so I had to do something which is profitable and still be the industry at the same time. So yes, I was an accountant. I still am, but I'm with a franchisee more than doing my accounting role. The reason we went to do franchisee was the support is there. We knew there will be a support in any given franchisee, be it what level we didn't know, but there was support. There was a plan from day one, what you want to do and at what point are you going to do what marketing and when the business going to start and setting up. There was a whole host of support that we want to get it from them so we can concentrate on the business, getting the business. So it worked. Obviously the reason was, we can get franchisor to help us to set up the business without any hassle or us looking in the business rather than setting up the business. First we heard about Care Plus was in a franchisee roadshow. That was in London, Uxbridge area. I still remember the day. So as I said, we built it up. A few of my very old friends, we wanted to start a business, but we knew it has to be franchisee because of all the support that we will be getting. So we went to the roadshow. We came across a lot of other big companies. There was McDonald's, there was other big companies there, but we came across Care Plus as well. That looked interesting because my sector was health sector, saying that what I did in health sector has got completely nothing to do with what I do with franchisee here. But obviously I had a bit of assurance. I knew about the health sector. So I came across franchisor Steve and Tom. They explained us their model. We had other few people with me and we kind of liked the idea of multiple stream of income coming in. And it was relatively quite, straightforward to set up because the support, I can see the support was there. And they had a existing franchisee on that roadshow. So it was good for us to ask some question and they can give us practical answers to it rather than somebody just trying to sell the franchisee. So it was great to have somebody like that. And straight away we got the confidence. We thought, this might be what we want to do. Then we took off and then we had a few other meetings and, it started. So when we met the franchisor on the roadshow, yes, they came across good. They explained, how it all works, how their business model is, and what's the forecasted growth, and what you're expecting. They can help you up setting up your office and your finances as well. I mean, that was really reassuring. They said they have got that business model which will which will assure you get the finances from the bank. They've got good connections, and they have a team there who was actually talking about the support they give as well. So they had a member of their team as well who was telling us what type of support you can get, and which we could have actually easily gone back to the franchisee who was standing there to ask him how was his support. So it was quite a good combination. It was not only just selling, we have done that and we can do this and that, but there was other people in the team on the roadshow you can actually go and ask them and follow it through after that. So it was a mix of the whole package that Steve and Tom bought. After we went to that roadshow, we looked at other franchisors. We looked at few to name. There will be loads in the market. They're not the only. The main difference between Care Plus and others were Care Plus does agency, nursing side and the domiciliary side. So you start with nursing side, that builds you the fund to start your dom care side, or just care at home. But whereas other franchises, they're just to either one of them. Obviously, multiple revenue streams spreads the risk. So, looking from business point of view, that model looked good to me, and good to us, rather, all our partners, and then we went for it. So, when we went to the roadshow, we met another franchisee. It was Jamie. I think he's still here, Cheshire. So we wanted to ask him some practical questions. So, how long it took you to start the business, and how long it took you to become profitable, and how big you are now. So those of the questions was quite assuring to us that it was all according to the plan. So he started doing business, and in the first month he started trading, and in a few other months he was breaking even, and the first year was profitable, and second year was basically growing the business. And to be fair, we actually have the same model, and we actually have the same growth the way we are growing. When we started the franchise, we had a whole week of a training, staying over in Wolverhampton near the head office. We had intense training on a lot of things, recruitment, sales pitch. There was a lot of interactive sessions about how you go on about your business and how do you sell the business. When not as much of selling, but what's the role of individual people in the business and how they should operate. And there was a lot of procedure, there was a lot of guidelines, there was a lot of laws to be aware of because it's a healthcare industry, and and the accounting side of it, the finance side of it. So there was quite intense training, but it actually did help us to understand from day one what we need to do. I think that was always the initial and integral part, that we need to know what we are doing after we do the training. So we came out with a 1-month plan, and yes, we had a phased it according every day. We followed it with the head office, and it kicked off. The level of support that we got from Care Plus, and it's obvious, all the business stage is different. So when we started up, we just needed the support to set up the business, and then when we were growing a bit, we needed support in managing the growth. And now we are in a situation where we have 3 territories running from one office. We needed strategical support. So the level of support varies, and I must say the level of support was really matched with our expectation as well. Yes, I mean, the model always started with your nursing side. You start your nursing side, you fund your care home business, and we exactly followed that, and we actually made a nursing side. We're doing very good on the nursing side, and we have touched on the domiciliary side. But that's where it is. The risk is spread. So we don't have to rely on one side of the stream to survive or do a day-to-day run. And then now we are going to NHS now. So there's another big multiple stream of income coming from NHS. So these 2 businesses that we have got now, these 2 multiple stream of income, is going to be funding for our NHS. So it's always one funding another, and at the end of the day, if I've got 3 or 4 multiple stream, my risk is shared. That's at least that's good for us to survive and long term. Starting a franchise is always good idea, great idea. The support is good and great, but at the end of the day, it's up to you and how you run it and how much hard work you're committed to. So we had to work hard. Like any other business, we have to at least make sure the premises is in right order, meets the franchisor's criteria. But at the end of the day, we need to push hard for the business as well. So a lot of training we receive. We need to make sure we get the support right to generate the business. There was a lot of intense sales pitch we had to do, although we had the training, but it's up to us how we go and do the sales pitch. Obviously, Care Plus supported where they can to generate the business, but every day, and the franchisor will support you to do the business, and that's what they did, and we had to work hard. But then in support, when we started the business, it was a bit of an issue because of what time we start and the IT equipment. There was a lot of issues, host of issues that you can imagine. Well, we got those through, but when the business came in, we needed to do the sales pitch, and with the help of Care Plus, we had to do the business sales pitch on our own. But the training was there. But it's not easy sale in this industry. But once you do through that period, we are still there. We're still making good business. So it was good in a sense. The struggle period. When you struggle, when you work hard, now we are in a position that we don't have to do that again. But the support was, I think, balanced across. As I said, my previous history is, I'm still an accountant, so any business that I see is a break-even in the first year is a very good business. And we actually made a little bit of profit in first year, so in my opinion, is a great achievement in first year. Second year we have done as well, and we've done way much more than the forecasted growth in second year. So, that speaks for itself. Obviously, we put hard work, franchisors put hard work as well. But yeah, to us, we have been profitable from first year. I wouldn't want to say from day one, because I don't expect a business to be profitable from day one. It doesn't happen. Not in the UK, I think. But yes, first year, profitable. We were aiming for break even. We made a profit. Second year, we have just broken the forecasted projection. So to us, it's been profitable from year one. The franchisor did live up to expectation, when we needed it. Obviously, we don't expect them to live up to expectation every day. That's not going to happen. There are key points in the business, key strategic points that you would expect the franchisors to help you and assist you, and where possible, give you the option to grow. So when we were growing from one business to another business, we wanted to have another territory, and it was quite easy to acquire another territory. There was no lengthy negotiation. There was nothing like that. It was more about how we are doing, performing. They realized it. We realized it. We want to grow. Strategically, we made a decision to acquire another 2 more territories. And it was quite easy to acquire it. Business was generating from all the territories. And, we actually respected that decision, not going through, quite a lot of legal. There can be a lot of legality around, getting franchise. So it was quite streamlined. And obviously, the support grow bigger as well, because now we're from 1 to 3. They understood it, they supported us in a manner that we can support the growth. So I don't expect the franchises to meet our expectation every day, and nobody should. But when the time comes, the key strategic time, if the support meets your criteria, I mean, I'm happy with that, and we are still happy with what we have got so far. When we bought into this, we knew there will be a set of standards, there will be a set of guidance, there will be a set of operations to follow. Although even if we want to do something different, we shouldn't, because there is a standard branding across the whole company. So it was difficult to follow. Obviously, we would want to do something else in another way, but at the end of the day, when you're looking across the whole Care Plus, whatever suits best, they will be doing that, and they will be updating the manual according to that. So I may have a local supplier who will charge me £20 less for something, but when Care Plus actually approves somebody to supply, I think it's a greater benefit, because the quality and the brand and all needs to fit in. So I think we are happy. Well, everybody should be happy to pay a bit more extra to get the brand name more visible rather than anything else. But in terms of operational manual, that's our bread and butter. It has to be followed, because otherwise we wouldn't know at what stage what to do. I mean, if any complaint comes, how to handle a complaint, there is a set of procedure. I don't want to go with my own company, different company's letterhead, and write something silly. Not silly, write something that doesn't fit into the brand name. So everything needs to be focused for the brand name, and obviously by the manual. Plans for the future is obviously to grow. We are in the 3 territory now. We want to grow another 2 more territory and get our home care business really big, up to the mark for the 5 or 3 territory, whatever we will have in future. But the main aim for us is to go to NHS now. So we are all geared up for NHS. We're really excited that NHS is the next big supplier it's going to be, and Care Plus has helped us a lot to start the process very soon, and hopefully we start an NHS supplying as soon as possible. I will definitely recommend Kare Plus to any other potential franchisees. The whole reason is, at the end of the day, the profitability counts, and we've been profitable from year 1, year 2.